Hey guys, welcome to the second module of the virtual assistant world. I'm Jam and I'll be your trainer for today. And for this topic, we're going to talk about the characteristics of a virtual assistant. If you haven't seen module 1 yet, please skip this, pause this, and go to module 1 first, which is in this playlist, all right? But moving forward, once again, if you haven't joined Barangay VA yet, the Barangay VA community, please do so by clicking the link in the description box so you know how to maximize Barangay VA for your advantage. And at the end, you'll know how to access our free VA course. All right. Now, this is something that a lot of my friends and followers would ask me, am I a great fit as a virtual assistant? Is virtual assistance for me? All right. And my answer would be there are five things you need to consider, or there are five characteristics that you should have as a future virtual assistant. So that's self leadership, nonstop learner, can embrace change, resourceful, and self motivating. And well, we will go through that one by one together. All right. Let's start with self leadership. All right. This is the skill that you need to have, the first skill that you need to have as a virtual assistant. Very, very important. Why? Because without self-leadership, I believe with minimum distraction, you'll get easily, swayed and you won't be able to accomplish tasks, as a service provider. Self-leadership means you have the discipline to wake up on a particular time based on the schedule, to commit to all projects that you promised when if needed, to actually get away and break all those lazy moments. You cannot be lazy here, because if you're lazy, then there's no money for you. All right, you should be able to lead yourself to success. You should be able to lead yourself to make sure that all tasks or promises that you gave to your clients are, implemented and executed, that all deadlines are met. All right, and the quality is top notch at all times. Or else, if you don't have that self leadership skill or characteristic in you, it's going to be a problem, because you will be working alone and you guys want to have your own boss. But if you don't have this self leadership, then I believe you will fail. So self leadership is very, very important, everybody. All right. Number two is nonstop learner. Just like any other business, if the competition is tough in any industry, and if you do not keep on learning, if you don't give time for yourself to learn, and because of that you don't innovate and improve on your business, then most likely the rest of the businesses out there, your competitors who never stop learning, will stand out and you will be left behind. And you don't want that to happen. All right. As a business, you have to be able to make sure that you are better than your competitor, that you provide better services compared to your competitor for you to be able to stand out. And if you stop learning, if you decide to, stop learning new things, then that's going to be a problem, because if you stop learning new things, once again, you don't innovate. Without innovation, you will never stand out, and your competitors will stand out, and you'll be left behind, and most likely you will be irrelevant to some of the clients already, because you have to be up to date with all the trends and the needs, because every day, every week, clients are facing new problems, and you need to be able to solve those problems for them. The more problems you solve, the more relevant you are, the more impactful you will be to your clients. So nonstop learner, this characteristic, you know is very, important for virtual assistants or, as a freelancer. You have to be a non-stop learner. All right. Set aside money or budget or time for this because this is very, very essential. Number three is can embrace change because in this world there's going to be a lot of adjustments as I mentioned in the previous manual or module. Here you'll be dealing with different types of people, different nationalities, different beliefs, different practices, different you know energy of your clients. Some are very, very nice. Some are, very, very mean. Some are, people who are very difficult. So you have to be able to embrace that and learn how to coexist with these people. Also, of course, since you are aiming to get international clients, if you're a Filipino, you'll be working with different time zones, especially if you're handling different contracts or different clients. Some are, in the Eastern time, some are in the Pacific time, Central time, some are in Asian time zones. It depends. So you have to be able to embrace, change. So some of you guys will work during the graveyard or the night shift, or some of you guys will do like super early morning shift. We get Australian clients. Some of you guys will start in the afternoon if you get European clients. It depends. So it's a change you need to embrace, and it's a different world, especially now that you're not working with people around you. You are alone. So it's a different lifestyle too. Plus, of course, since you are working from home and you don't walk like you do not like go out all the time, and there's not much, physical stuff happening in there, then health is at risk. So if you don't take care of your health, through fitness, through meditation for your mental health. If you do not take your meds, and it might be a problem for you guys. So you need to be able to embrace change. Number four is you have to be resourceful as a virtual assistant or a freelancer, maybe as an employee or a freelancer. You should be able to be resourceful, meaning to say, in reality there are things that your clients will ask you to do, or will give tasks that you don't know, or you've never encountered before, and you don't have any idea to go about it. So you have to be able to be resourceful by, you know, going through Google or YouTube or TikTok or whichever platform that will help you get the answer. So the first thing to do is actually research. You need to be able to research on how to go about it. I already mentioned such platforms, ChatGPT also, like all those AI tools will help you with that too. Um Everything pretty much is there online. Maximize all those online. There are a lot of tutorials online, both free and paid. You have to be able to maximize that, so you'll be able to accomplish such tasks. If there are things that you don't know, that's what you do first. And then after researching, and if you feel like it's not enough, we can, talk to your network. People who are already an expert in that field or in that specific task, can get advice from them. Or if not, then you can tell your client that I've been researching and I've been talking to a lot of people. Maybe number one, you can enroll me in a training program so I can learn this on my own, or we can outsource it to another person and hire someone for project based. So it's very important that you are resourceful, and you stop asking how, you know you have to be able to get answers on your own. So be resourceful. And lastly, self-motivating. As a freelancer, as a virtual assistant, you have to be able to have this characteristics, because it's not every day that you'll have like an amazing day. It's not every day that you'll have clients. There are months that you lose clients. There you will be facing a lot of rejections. Breakfast, lunch, dinner will be rejection for you. And you need to be able to, pick yourself up, and move forward. You have to have this whatever it takes mindset because you have a goal in mind. And your goal is, to live a comfortable life, or whatever that kind of goal is, um, you need to make it happen. And this business is tough, if we do not keep up and you have a soft heart, you might not be able to survive this. This might not be for you. So you should be able to, tell yourself that whatever happens, you have to, rise and learn from the mistake, or learn from that struggle or difficulty, and move forward, and to do whatever it takes for you to reach that goal. So there are times that it's going to be so sad for you, but it's okay. That's part of, the freelance life, of the VA life. That's the reality. And you just have, like what I said earlier, you have to be able to embrace that and move forward. So this is something that I faced so many times before. And because I have this characteristic, I'm still here. I'm still here surviving. So the fifth one is very, very important too. All right. So those are the five characteristics, guys, of a freelancer, or a virtual assistant. Thank you so much for listening. So again, for your assignment, comment below which characteristic you need to improve on and why. Don't worry, guys. I'm not expecting you to be perfect at this point. I'm just letting you know the reality of this world. So let this be a safe space for you. Comment below, all right, the characteristic that you need to improve on. Like, for example, me, I think I need to work on the what do you call this, I need to work on the nonstop learning, because I feel like I stopped doing that because I'm comfortable and confident with what I'm doing anymore. But I failed to, you know, to research more on how to be able to improve on my services to my client for me to be able to, stand out. So that's what I need to improve on. So what about yours? Comment it here in the comment section. So that's it for today. Thank you, and I'll see you guys on the next Mojo. Bye.